You're watching the Batter Fans Network.
The heroes are back. Beers talking balls, rapping pink and black. Coming live from the 305, it's official tissue. The Batter Fan, Chris and Dan, weekly rocking with you. We talk Messi, Boosie, Jordy, Lucho, the Fat Four, to Ben Cram, Noah, Ruiz, Fred. What more could you ask for? Tighten up and get ready, listen in on the pod. Solana and X in Espanol, just to even the odds. Breakdowns and gas bagging, join the tribe and just vibe. Free 99, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't hesitate, say what's up, go ahead and come in. No question about it, I'm ready to get hurt again.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 407 of the Battle Herons podcast. I am your host, Daniel Garan, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
Today has been a disaster. This whole week has been a disaster for Inter Miami. I was with you. We need Drake back. We need Taylor back. I don't know about Farias. You can take Farias and keep him wherever the hell he's at. Don't worry about him.
You ever have something happen and then you have a song that just keeps playing in your head?
Yes.
You know what song keeps playing in my head?
Tell me it.
Boys to Men.
Oh,
End of the
my
road.
goodness. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for us getting copyrighted and then getting a mark and them canceling us on the channel, I'd play the song right now. I'd play the song right now because it's a sad day for me, at least. I was a big Drake supporter. I think he is probably the most underappreciated Inter Miami player in its short history. And it sucks. I mean, you knew it was coming, right? Like, everybody knew. I had heard rumblings that he wasn't going to make it past the summer. I feel bad for him that he ended up in Charlotte behind Kalina, but
that's the worst. That's the worst part, right? I mean, it's not just how this happened because he ended up behind Kalina in Charlotte. Everybody's like, oh, I wish you well in Charlotte. No, he's completely screwed. He's behind Kalina, who plays just like him, if not better and more athletic, right? They're both terrible at their feet. They're great goal stoppers, right? Mm-hmm. It's a replica, really. So, but it's not just that. They didn't even have any convos with this with Drake. Like, dude, send me to Montreal or something. Not here.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that Kalina's probably on his way out, and this is probably because remember, Drake just recently had that was a hernia surgery.
Yes.
So he's probably not 100%. So it's kind of probably a flight to take him for maybe next season because they're probably expecting Kalina to probably not be here. I would assume Kalina's also had a dip in performance, right? He was the goalie of the year last year in this league. This year, he hasn't played to that standard, I guess. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm disappointed to see him go, even though you kind of knew it was happening. I thought it was going to happen last offseason, actually. I thought it would happen in December. I was surprised when he came back.
Well, because of the value.
Yeah. Well, you mean because last year he didn't play as well? Well, let me say something real quick. Because lames like Solana, that's right, Solana. I'm calling you lame for all the Drake hate that you spew.
Oh yeah, he's super lame right now. Super lame.
Lames like Solana and this whole narrative that Drake wasn't good. Like, you have to really put it into perspective.
Wild.
And let me try to break it down for you real quick, right? Because we don't know ball, but I'm going to try to break it down to you anyway. Everybody said 2025, what needs to be fixed is the defense because the defense is atrocious.
Absolutely.
Atrocious. And yet and still, although Drake was the last line of defense on a horrible defense, we still managed to only have 5 teams allow less goals than Inter Miami. How is that? Because Drake stood on his head on numerous occasions. Yes, he had a couple blunders here and there. I remember one specifically against New England that everybody likes to point out. But if you watch him in the biggest moments, he showed up big. Against Columbus, those 2 wins against Columbus, he stopped the penalty that Cucho had, and then the one that they beat Columbus without Messi, he stopped the one-on-one opportunity by Cucho also, which was the runner-up MVP last season. So I think that Drake doesn't get as much respect as he needs. And it really, really sucks that he's gone. And you know what? It doesn't bother me as much that he's going because that's the story of the football. and I kind of felt like he was going to go anyway. I just hate that he's going out and that everybody kind of has like a negative view on him, because he is, prior to Messi, he is the best Inter Miami player in its short history.
Well, I think it's ridiculous. This whole week has just been a complete and utter embarrassment for this entire franchise and this entire ownership. Like, not only did we do poorly against our in-state rival with some of the greatest players that have ever played this sport, but then you follow up with that after you bring back an old goalie from an injury who allowed 4 goals, 1 near post, 2 that could have been actually blocked, right? After that poor-ass performance is when you decide you're going to strike the deal for Drake Callender to go to Charlotte. Danny, but here's the thing.
But this was happening regardless. This was something that they had cooking for a couple weeks now. Like, look,
but you're going to tell me that it's fair for them to look at Drake and say, you, sir, are not the goalkeeper we want. We're going to stay with Ustadi, because that's essentially what's happening. We got a guy. All the people that love
Ustadi's going to get replaced. Ustadi's going to get replaced. He's not going to be the starter. He's not going to be the starter.
We just signed Yarborough to a deal. We have Rocco, who's
No, I was going to say that either Yarborough or Rocco are going to be playing for Inter Miami too, because there's going to be somebody else that comes in to take the starting job. Ustadi's not going to be the starter much longer.
Well, all right. If you're going to tell me that they're still cooking in the kitchen and we're going to get like a prime goalkeeper where we could say this guy's better than Ustadi and Callender, then okay, I could see where the maths. But at this very moment in time, to me, Inter Miami looked at Ustadi and said, you guy that we didn't re-sign, you guy who was a free agent for months, you guy who we signed just because we needed a backup because CJ Dos Striker went over to San Diego, we're going to take you over Drake Callender. That's a design. Like the people that are supporting this whole Ustadi line of love, you guys need to eat a pile of crap real quick.
No, you can't be a prisoner of the moment. Ustadi had a bad game, yes, but Ustadi's had a decent year. He had a really bad run.
But you can't
May. In May, he was really bad, and then Club World Cup, he picked it up. And then he was really good until he got injured. And yes, he came back this past game. And I am probably Drake Callender defender number 1. But you can't go ahead and say that Ustadi's been terrible. He had a terrible game, and he's had a terrible stretch at some point this season. But he's not terrible.
I'm not saying he's the worst. I'm not saying he's a terrible goalkeeper. What I'm saying is that I think if this is long term, if Drake Callender's, if Ustadi's playing goalkeeper for the remainder of the season, I don't feel that the right decision was made. I feel like we wasted more money on Ustadi, right, than we had invested in Drake Callender. And this Ustadi deal is not panning out as well as anticipated. He got injured. We've had our third stringer have to fill in for him because of the simple fact that he's injured and Drake's injured. Couldn't even wait until Drake came back.
But if they were both healthy, Ustadi was still going to start over Drake. Like, we've seen that.
I mean, look, Sean is just speaking facts here. He's checking the trophy case. He sees Drake's name on 2 of them.
Isn't Ustadi's on the supporter shield also? No, he's on the supporter shield also. He was on the team.
But like, he's like, what? But come on. He wasn't the starting goalkeeper, Danny.
His name was on it. His name was on it. You want to get cute? His name was on it. Look, I think it sucks. He was the longest tenured hair on. It just overall sucks. I brought back this shirt. We had taken it off the shop, but we're gonna bring it back on for 48 hours. If you at all want to go ahead and get a little Drake memorabilia before I take it off the store in 2 days again, we put it up on the shop. So go ahead and look, man. I don't know. I'm really
at that really moment, sad. Danny, the League's Cup moment.
Yeah, man.
Like
he hit the shot and the block. Yeah.
Ustadi's not bringing that moment to Inter Miami. He's not.
I mean, he hasn't had the chance to.
Danny, come on, man. Come on.
Well, look, I don't want to turn this into a so much. I love Drake that I'm going to start bashing Uftari. So
I
that
kind of
that I don't
do. I
want to do.
kind of do.
I don't.
I
And like I
kind of
said,
do.
I
Look,
put the link. If anybody is interested at all in getting this Drake show, we brought it back for 2 days. Go ahead. That's the link in the chat. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm looking at the salaries. Okay, what's this guy make? Like $700,000. Drake Callender makes like Drake Callender makes like $400,000 or whatever. Like, dude, even the math ain't mathing with the money.
He wasn't going to start, even if he stayed. Now, what I hate is that I thought that it was a good move for him to leave, because when I heard, okay, he's probably going to be on the way out this summer, like, you know what, he deserves a chance to play. But ending up behind Kalina, I feel like he's in the same spot that he's been in here, if not worse, because at least Ustadi is old.
That is probably the most disrespectful thing out of this organization. That one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen.
What?
Like how the organization can't even like text the dude. Like, I'm wondering, did he get a text? Did he just not see it? Like, did you
how do you
text
know?
him, like,
so you don't know. You're just assuming that it was disrespectful?
HMU. You know what I'm saying? We're wheeling and dealing here.
But
where do you want to go?
What's disrespectful?
That they didn't hit him up like, hey, we're planning on wheeling and dealing you. Like, what are the places you want to go to? I'm sorry. The scene.
When do you ever see that happen here in the United States? Players just get traded.
I mean, I'm just saying, I think that it would have been nice. I think it would have been nice to reach out to him. I don't know if that's like a thing, but I think it would have been.
It's not. Luka Doncic, probably top 5 player in the NBA, randomly gets traded to LA. One day, I mean, he ended up on the Lakers, which is, I'm sure, nice, but like, he didn't get a choice. They just like, hey, have fun. Your life is changing forever. Like, they don't ask you here in this country. I remember, who was it that used to play here that got traded away? And he's like, what do you mean I got traded? Like, what is this? What kind of league is this?
Was it?
I forget. It wasn't Pizarro. It was somebody. No, Yedlin knows about that. But somebody came and they're like, what? What do you mean I got traded? That's something that we do in the United States, but not anywhere else.
Well, I felt like, I mean, look, I think, can you name a worse place than Charlotte for Drake Callender? I can't think of a worse place. Like, I can't.
No, he wouldn't start in Toronto over Sean Johnson. He wouldn't start in Chicago over Brady. He wouldn't start in LAFC over Lloris. Like, there's a few places that he's not going to be a starter.
I mean, you send him to like FC Dallas, he might get the starting gig over there. You send him over to, I mean, he's not getting it in Austin.
No,
he's not gonna go to Austin because they got Stuvert. I mean, there's other places where they could have been able to get him a better deal. But
look, I've been really busy all day. So, full transparency, I was working all day. Then I took my kid to soccer practice. Then I went to the movies with my kids. So I know what's going on because I received a lot of text messages. I have zero idea what they received back. I don't know. I heard about Redondo.
No, I don't know either.
I heard about Drake while I was standing watching my son practice. I got like 4 or 5 text messages. One from Danny from Charlie's Soccer Show. Shout out to him. He's like, Drake? I'm like, oh yeah. No, what? And why is Danny texting me this? So I thought that was weird. And then and I heard the Redondo thing earlier today from my brother in a text message. So I've been hearing things happening, but I've been too busy to really like lock in. And shout out to everybody that's saying Tuesday night this late. Why are you going live this late? This is a Chris concoction. I wanted to go live tomorrow morning. I wanted to do
it's not a Chris concoction, Danny.
But Chris is like, oh, no, I don't wake up early. I don't like it. Yeah.
Don't even do that because I woke up this morning and I did a cafecito with you at 7 a.m, dude. Okay.
And that's the only reason I said, fine, we'll do it nighttime because making you wake up 2 mornings in a row is like,
I mean, I could have done it, but like, son, Drake Callender got dealt, bro. Like, what? Show some fucking respect, dude. Come on.
Yeah, well, and then Mike V saying late is better than early. I prefer early. I tell Chris all the time, I'd rather do the show at 6 in the morning, but he's a baby.
I just think that this was a big thing today, okay? This is a big thing. We get to it tomorrow, and it's like, it's stale.
You mean in like 6 or 7 hours?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, people sleep and then they're like, oh, I don't really care about Drake Callender anymore. Right now, everybody cares deeply. Everybody cares
All right,
deeply.
so let's see. Drake Callender ends his Inter Miami career as the player with the most games played in team history with 118. Number two
Hold
is
on, give
Robert
me a
Taylor,
second.
100. All
Noah
right.
Allen's dad is
Number
calling me. I'm trying to get Drake Callender.
number two is Robert Taylor, 116. Number three is currently Benjamin Kremaki with 103. So I would venture to say that before the year's over, because I believe they count playoff games, before the year's over, Benjamin Kremaki might end up with the most games played for this team. Sergio Busquets isn't far behind either because he has 96. So there we go. So that's what we lost. I mean, I obviously the highlight of his career was that Leagues Cup run because he was a monster in Leagues Cup. He was a monster that season overall. And then last year, he also had a great season, even though everybody seems to think it was terrible. Again, I repeat. Everybody said this defense was horrible. Everybody said that it was constant counterattacks where our defense was not getting back to defend. And guess who was back there to save our ass time and time again? Drake.
The guy that's not going to
Callender.
be coming on the show.
For those
Allen's
of you
dad
that
just
said
told
that,
me.
that
Sorry.
for those of you that said that our defense was atrocious last year, a defense that bad should not be breaking the record for most points in a season by a team. A team that's that bad doesn't win the supporter shield. But you know why a team with a defense that bad does do those things? Because their keeper was playing very well. So that's my last thing on Drake.
So, okay, so are we done with the Drake thing? Like, is there like a measurement that you're going to think about where it's like, okay, if Ustadi plays like such and such, then it's okay, Drake, you're good to go. Like, or is that's it? Like Drake is gone and it's like moving forward. We're not going to look at the disaster of a day that's happening today.
No, I thought he was gone last year. Like I had come to terms with the fact that he was probably not going to play this year. He ended up staying on the team, so I was like, well, he has to play. He didn't end up playing anyway. But I was kind of going in mentally prepared to see this team play without Drake 2025. And unfortunately, he ended up being on the bench and not playing. But one way or another, I knew he wouldn't play. And like I said, it sucks.
So I guess we should just move on to the sack of rocks called Redondo, right?
Unless you want to sing the song.
No, we can't sing the song because then we get copyright. Somebody said that song was terrible. Whoever that is that said that, you're
terrible.
Head inside.
Terrible.
Boys to Men is like top 5, maybe 10 bands, like boy band singing groups of all time.
Sean Callahan said Danny will forever be a Henderson hater. I'm not a Henderson hater. I like Henderson. I thought that he did a great job navigating through those sanctions, getting Pizarro at the perfect time to give them our first playoff run. I think he did a great job. Now, I won't give him credit for everything that happened post-Messi because at that point, he stopped making decisions. But everything before then, I think he did a great job. And now he's killing it over in Atlanta.
The dude abides says Boys to Men isn't even in the top 1,000 bands. You're talking about like group singers. You don't think Boys to Men is like top?
The dude abide has to be like 5 years old.
I mean, come on, the dude abides. Like, are you serious? What? Hanson over Boys to Men? I mean, Mike, this has got to be. You got to be sarcastic here. You can't be serious.
He only listens to Ecuadorian boy bands.
I met him before. I know I know he seems like he has good taste in music, but this, come on, Mike. So Redondo, another a bag of money that we just threw, or that we're basically almost about to throw away. $8 million, $5 million of that, $5.5 million of that down the drain, according to sources out there in the streets saying that we're about to sell this guy for $2.5 million to some team in La Liga.
But we get 50% sell on, is what I saw.
What does that mean, Danny?
That means
I need elaboration on that.
Okay, so hypothetically, because I still think Redondo has talent. I think that he was put in a bad spot next to Busquets because I felt like they were identical players and he basically didn't have the room to work with. Am I saying that he's going to be the next Busquets? No. but I think that he didn't get to develop like I thought he might. So let's say hypothetically, and what's crazy is that he ended up in La Liga, which, like, that's a win for him because that's where he wanted to be.
This guy, I see what you're doing.
I thought you wanted an explanation.
No, I see. I'm totally tuning you out now because I know exactly what you're doing. You called him to be like the best. You called him to be the best player in the team in the beginning of the season to have an extraordinary season. Yeah.
I thought he was going to kill it.
And he's a bag of crap right now.
He's not. But again, he ended up in La Liga, and I'm going to explain to you the sell-on.
You got unfortunately playing next to Busquets. What?
You don't think that's why he struggled? Anyway, so he's going to La Liga. If he were to, let's say, perform and play very well, and then a bigger club wants to buy him, and let's say that they sell him for 10 mil, we have the 50% sell-on fee, which means that if they sell him for 10 mil, we get 5 mil of that back.
Okay.
So at the moment, yes, we lost, right? That was a loss.
So investment.
But we have the sell-on fee, and we have to hope that he develops and sells for a lot because we have 50% of the sell-on fee.
So we have to hope he does good wherever he goes, and then we can Bryce Duke him, basically.
We can do John Duran him. Remember Chicago?
Okay, I see. Yes,
they sold him to who was it? Where was it that he went? He went somewhere in the EPL. I forgot where. I forgot where he ended up. Aston Villa, and then he was killing it there, and then they sold him to a team, Ronaldo's team down in Saudi Arabia. I forgot those team names.
Al Nasser?
Yeah, maybe. Sure, one of those. But then Chicago got a big chunk of that back because he played so well for Aston Villa. So if Redondo plays well, Inter Miami gets some of that money back. So although technically, yes, so far they've lost the money, they could get some of that back. If he kills it, they can get a lot of it back. We have to see how he performs.
Gail Melendez, thank you for staying on the show with us. And I love criticism because I need to get better in this. You say Chris don't know ball. Redondo has more talent than Bright. I don't know if you've been watching these games, Gail, but like if you just watch them both, right? Just take away nationalities, take away everything. Just guy A and guy B. Okay. Guy B has been better than guy A.
Bright has been much better than Redondo. But I think Redondo wasn't put in a good spot. I think a tandem of Redondo and Bright would have been great. And I was hoping to see that next year if Busquets retired. I thought, we get to see a double pivot of Redondo and Busquets and Bright. After Busquets retires, I thought that we were gonna be pretty solid next year with that duo. Now
that I was looking forward to that.
But I think Redondo has a really high ceiling, and as Inter Miami fans, we have to hope that he reaches that ceiling because again, we still get some of that back if he gets sold on.
Listen, guys. I get it. Redondo has talent. I get it. But don't do that, soccer daddy, because now you're just feeding this guy who was going to die on the Redondo hill, and he's literally dead. He's like decomposing as we speak.
She hasn't finished it yet, but there's a middle finger that's about to get drawn on or sketched on there that I want you to just take and just soak that in.
You're taking L's, my guy, with Redondo. You're still super L's. You got a guy that's making $5 and a Happy Meal playing better than that guy.
Poor Bright has to live in an efficiency in Hialeah.
This guy takes the fucking bus and the metro, the tri-rail, just to get to work.
If by any chance, Bright, if you catch this, son, I'll give you a ride. Don't waste the money on I promise you, I'll take you for free.
I'll send you a metro card. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll load it up. I'll load that bad boy up for you.
Bright is Bright, like, because it has to go Barca and Rodrigo De Paul, right? Those are the top 5 players just by default because of who they are, right? But right after that, it has to be Bright, right? Bright has to be 6th best player on the team.
Yeah, I mean, you're
No, you know what?
singing
F
the
that. I'd
tunes
put him.
right now.
I, yeah,
Oh,
Bright
don't
and
do it! Don't
Segovia.
do it!
Yeah, no,
Don't do it!
you know,
Don't do it!
I'm not even gonna get into that. I'll just leave it at
Don't
6.
do it!
Bright 6th and Segovia is 6.57 because I think Segovia's had a better year than people give him credit for.
This is spot on. Dennis Lopez is saying Bright is definitely buying Czech soda. Absolutely, this guy.
Yeah. All right. So Redondo's gone. Like I said, I wish he would have lived up to his potential. I think that he was put in a tough spot next to Busquets.
Look, Danny.
And then when Bright emerged, well, that's where I was. That's what I was thinking of going, Sean. But you know, whatever. I'll keep it as 6th. I'll keep it as 6th. And then Amanda Segovia over Bright. I know. That's why I said 6.5 for Segovia. I do think Bright is just Segovia has struggled playing wide. So he has had his good moments. He's struggled a little bit. Bright has just done what he does so well. Like you put him back there, he does so well that Bright is just amazing. You better get
Dude,
him.
and it's crazy because he's like competing with like players like Busquets, one of the greatest to be at his position. Redondo, who's had his father as mentorship and great landing places in order to be better, right? Like things that have been given to these guys to be able to be better. And Bright is going out there just letting it all hang out, making $5 and a Metro card of 3 ways of transportation to get to work.
And Gail is speaking facts, but I don't want to get into the back and forth with the comments later, so I'm just gonna leave this there. And
don't fall for it. Gail's setting you up in the trap. Okay, I see you, Gail. Yeah, I see what you're doing.
The comments kill me afterwards, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll let Gail sing it. All right. So Redondo again, a disappointment, but let me tell you something. For him professionally, I think it's a big win that he ended up in La Liga anyway. Because that's the goal. The goal is to end up in one of the top 3 leagues in Europe. And he ended up there. That's where he wanted to get. And he got there despite not playing a lot, despite not playing great. So good for him. And like I said, maybe he'll do well. And like I said, we have the 50% sell-on fee. So that's good for us, even though initially it looks like a loss. All right. Who's next? So We've heard that there's rumors about Inter Miami changing places in the roster, right? Things are going to change, but the roster's full. So in order to bring in new players, you need to let go of Drake. You need to let go of Redondo. Like this needs to happen, unfortunately. Does anybody go next? Now, do you think there's a player that could go next? Because I'm thinking, and I don't want this to happen because I think he has potential, but Toto Aviles that probably has some value because he's so young and has potential, but never gets on the field.
Solana mentioned him. Yep.
And so I like Toto. That sounds weird to say, but I like Toto. But I really I think his potential is there, man. And what I understand that he makes really silly fouls sometimes. But man, he makes some great plays also. He plays very well. I think, and he's only 21.
You think there's any benefit to getting rid of an Ian Frey? Because I feel like Mascherano is like in love with Chelo Wagon.
No,
I feel like he's very hot.
Game,
he did, but like I think he had no other choice because Frey came in second half of the game before and like literally was one of the key reasons to our success in that game.
I sure hope.
But like he's been hot and cold. Listen, I mean, look, probably Sailor. I was telling Danny to make the thumb card with Sailor because he's the last of the Mohicans.
I just remembered. What was the player that you said? Belisario Machucado or something?
Oh, you know what? Let me go back to that just so we can recap that. That is a driver that works at the company I work at. His name is Belisario Machuca. And I remembered that this morning. I was looking at my driver list because I was calling drivers, and I'm like, that's where I got the name from. So
does he look like Baltazar?
No, he doesn't look like Baltasar. I just totally fumbled names because I'm an idiot.
Belisario Machuca. Jesus. I'm
Oh
gonna have to look
man.
that up. No.
Soccer Daddy saying Noah Allen. No way, dude. He's been our best
Look,
defender.
no, not just because of that. I think Noah Allen, I think Ian Frey, who else? David Ruiz. I think those are homegrowns that play well, and they play because they're homegrowns for a smaller price. And I think there's, and I'd have to go back because I forgot the way the salary cap works. But I believe that because they're homegrown, they only count towards the salary to a certain point. But it's almost like the DP contracts that they only count for a part of your salary, but then you can pay them a little more because they're homegrowns. Now, don't quote me on that, but I believe that's it. I don't think they get rid of any of the homegrowns. The only one that might go is Benkrem, just because there's been rumblings. I think in Germany, somebody in Germany may be looking for him. I think it was Germany, maybe. But outside of Benkrem, I don't think any of the homegrowns go anywhere. And I hope they don't, because I think Ian Frey kills it when he gets on there. I think Noah Allen's been playing very well this year. David Ruiz unfortunately hasn't played, but no, I don't see any of the homegrowns going anywhere.
You don't. What about, because I'm looking and Toto Aviles is about a $460,000 hit. I mean, not hit, but like that's how much we're paying him. I mean, Tadeo Allende is making a milli to just run fast.
Is Tadeo Allende on a loan? I think he is, right?
From what I see here, his contract value is $1 million. I don't know if that's what we're paying him or if that's
maybe we can terminate that loan
him
early. Allende is on a loan, Sean Callahan said. Allende is on a loan. Maybe we could terminate that loan early. We should terminate his loan early and Obando. Like, I feel bad for Obando because he never got to show off what he could do. But at this point, like, what's the point of having him on here? Terminate that.
Lujan is $800,000 from what I see here on MLSPA. $818,000.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, look at this.
I don't know if anything broke on Twitter yet, but I just got a message from someone saying that Povi is
no
confirmed. I know that's our next topic, but we can finish this topic. But yeah, I just got a message from somebody.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, breaking news, guys! Don't say you don't get the news.
No, we're not breaking anything because
allegedly
that might have been out already on social media.
Listen, we broke it. You just found out about it. You told everybody here, and it's broken. That's it.
No, because we're not reporters and we don't break news.
I mean, we didn't report anything. We just said it.
Yeah, but you're saying that we got breaking news on here. We don't got no breaking news on here.
What you just said is newsworthy. It's
because it was the next topic.
Yeah. Look, One World One Goes trying to lighten the mood. It was on Twitter hours ago.
Oh, there you go. All right. So see, there you go. So we didn't break anything. All right.
Perfect timing, my boy.
So Gonzalo Povi. I have absolutely no idea who this guy is. So, I mean, I know he plays for Cruz Azul, and
I'll tell you a little bit about him.
Oh, go for it. I'm all ears.
So, I just want you to take a guess what country he's from, that he was born in.
Oh, this one has to be easy. Argentina, for sure.
It's Argentina. Sure. It's Argentina. That's it. That's it. It's Argentina. So he's a center back. Well, actually left back. From what I see here, he plays left back and center back. So we got ourselves a Swiss Army
another
knife.
Swiss Army knife. I wonder if he flies planes and drives buses also.
I mean, he's going to need to give Yannick Bright a ride at some point. So he's played for a bunch of little clubs here and there, like Primera División. And his most recent club that he played for is Cruz Azul from 2023 to 2026. He actually made 23 appearances, 34 appearances, and then 3 this year. He is apparently, I mean, you were telling me a little bit about him. He allowed like 7 goals, him solely.
No,
that's what I saw.
when you see that he is part of the team that allowed 7 goals against the Seattle Sounders, I'm sorry, but like, because this is the thing. And then real quick, there is no Argentina hate, but I kind of wish that there was more nationalities on here because there are other players in other places. The thing with Piovi is that I know he plays for Cruz Azul. And Cruz Azul just let up 7 goals against the Seattle Sounders.
He is 7 goals on Cruz Azul. Xavier.
Like, it doesn't have to be his fault, right? There's a back line. It consists more of him. I don't know what his involvement in that was, but like when that happens, it's like, wow, that's rough. Cruz Azul literally won CCC. Yes, they did win CCC. Was it because of their defense? And this is all just look. This is my problem because this happens every time we get somebody new. Toto Aviles, everybody was hyped. Scotty Report, great, 19-year-old stud. Then we got Falcon, Colo. Oh, and then all the Uruguayans. Oh yeah, he's a beast. Oh yeah, I've seen him in Copa Libertadores. He's a beast. He's been okay. He's been up and down though. He's been so great that we're still looking for more center backs. Then we got Lujan. Everybody's like, oh. First we're like, oh, right back. I don't know. Oh, he also plays center back. Okay, yeah. We're good. And now everybody hates Lujan. We always get hyped about these defenders, and yet we are yet to be happy with any of them.
Gail is saying, trust me, I watch Liga MX. He's better than what we have. Listen, we bought a bunch of guys to come over, and Noah Allen is still the best center back at this point. So you can eat it, Pedri. Here's a card that I found on FIFA. Okay. I just decided to throw a zinger Pedri's way. Sorry, Pedri. Yeah. Welcome again. Here's the FIFA card that I found for Piovi, right? This is a 69 ranked regular card of silver. It's not even rare. This guy's 71 pace, apparently. His defending is in the 60s. What are we doing with this guy? I mean, his physicality is good, so I guess he's like a pretty big body. Let me see some statistics on this guy. 5'11". Okay.
Oh, we got somebody that's under 6 feet again.
Yeah, 5'11". He's 1.81 meters.
Wow,
whatever that is.
That's surprising.
What?
I did not think.
He's not a 70. I looked everywhere.
Oh, you have lost all FIFA credibility. You have lost all FIFA credibility.
I looked all over the place. That didn't even look. I saw one that was 75. It didn't look legit. Bella. Check your FIFA stats. Quick.
Yes. We stopped doing it. We used to do it a lot for fun. In the early parts of our show. We haven't brought that up in a while. And then and Sir Octi, we like to have a little fun on here.
Yeah, man. It's nothing crazy, hopefully he comes in and he's better than Noah Allen. That's what I need him to do. Come here and be better than Noah Allen.
Or Falcon or Lujan.
Or Falcon, for sure, Lujan. I mean, you don't have to do much for that.
Yeah.
Just make sure you fly our helicopter on time.
So Gonzalo Piovi apparently is coming to Miami. So we're thinking that Noah Allen loses his starting job, and it's gonna be Piovi and Falcon.
Wow, imagine that. I mean, possibly. It's the Argentine connection, I guess. I mean, well, no, he's from Uruguay. Falcon. I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's a good idea to start someone over Noah Allen just because you're coming in and you're touted. I don't know.
What's Machuca's FIFA rating?
Oh my God. That was a good one. It's me, JB. Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
I like that.
So yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be
Belisario Machuca. Shout out from. That's exactly how you spell his name. Imagine that's the driver watching my podcast. Jesus.
Oh, shout out to Belisario Machuca for joining the show from France. It's got to be like 6 in the morning over there. All right. So yeah, I think it'll be Falcone and Povi, the starting center back duo. I guess Noah Allen will be the backup, the third center back, and the backup left back. And then we'll have Lujan also as a backup center back and backup right back, which I really hope that Frey is at worst the backup. I hope that Frey's earned that starting job, but we'll see. But yeah, a weird day. Drake gone, which is the end of an era. He was the last of the OGs for Inter Miami. I guess you could say Ryan Saylor, but I don't even see him on camera. I don't see him anywhere.
He's hanging on by a thread, that guy.
Yeah, I think he'll make it to the end of the season, though.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
So, yeah, so it sucks to see Drake. I think that he didn't get the respect and the appreciation for what he's done so far and what he did for this team. But, I'll miss him. And like I said, if anybody that is a Drake fan like me cares, I put the shirt back on the store just for 2 days. We had taken it off, but just for the next 2 days, we're going to have it on there just in case you want to support or just have a memory of Drake. Go ahead. I put it in the chat. All right. Any final words, Chris?
This team and this organization has been disastrous this week. Diabolical. Imagine if we lose to LA Galaxy this weekend. Imagine. Like 3 goals. Like they just score 3 goals minimum.
Shout out to the Dude Abides. If you're watching this, please subscribe and like the show. Help us out. We're trying to hit to 4,000 soon. I think that Drake is underappreciated, but he wasn't starting. Like you're saying, it's a horrible week. He wasn't starting. Redondo lost his starting spot to Bright a long time ago, and now with Rodrigo De Paul, he definitely wasn't going to get much playing time. Yeah.
We lost Indiana. Vasilev, he scored a goal just this last game. Vasilev scored goals. Lassiter scored goals. What's going on here, Danny?
And Sean Callahan, Marlins-esque movement. Not at all. Like, it is. We're reloading.
No, it's not.
We're reloading. It's not like we're selling the team.
We're getting a guy from the lower league.
Who?
This guy Povi.
He's playing for
This guy allowed 7 goals, allegedly.
He was part of the Champions Cup champs.
Listen, I don't know, man. This is not a good feeling this week, Danny. No. And then we're losing. I mean, Redondo, where I'm happy for, but you're here like about to cry because you just died on your hill today.
No. You're dead. No. I'm crying for Drake. No, not for Redondo. Although I do think that Redondo is gonna do well over there if he gives that again an opportunity, because I think he was just in a bad spot here. But we'll see.
Piovo is an absolute monster by Belisario Machuca.
Maybe he scored a free kick as a look at that move over Messi. We got a new free kick taker.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yes, and then Jace, I don't know why you brought that up, but absolutely. We lost Atlanta because Guzan went God mode. Absolutely.
Thanks for the reminder, buddy.
All right. I think I already asked you for your final thoughts. My final thoughts is I appreciate Belisario Machuca for joining us from France. I hope to see you in future shows. And I think that's it. So no show tomorrow because Thursday is the first day of school here in Miami. So tomorrow night we will be getting the kiddos ready for that. So no show tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday for a preview of the Galaxy game on Saturday. So if you are listening on audio, appreciate you listening all the way to the end. Please leave us 5 stars, comment, review, all that good stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. And for those of you in the chat, we appreciate you hanging out with us for the last 45 minutes of an impromptu show. Xavier Pennies, we were going to have a cafecito tomorrow, but Chris was a little baby, and he said he didn't want to wake up early. So instead, he decided to make us stay up past midnight. So no, you will not be seeing us in 7 hours. No show tomorrow. You'll see us Thursday night. So until the next one, have a good one. Although we